Links don't actually work though, but yeah, whatever. Yeah, so twitch.tv/Durangatang. Okay.
Okay.
Anyway.
Hello, Kirisu.
Oh, look, Kirisu's joined us. Hey there. So, CloudCraft is back because he's going to show me a little bit more of Kingdoms and Castles. This is it's a community building game. It takes some time to play, and in our last session, we only got so far as me building kind of an inadequate town, and so we never got to see any of like the bad things that can happen: dragons attacking, Vikings attacking. So we wanted to give it another shot to see how it goes. So, hey there, CloudCraft.
Hey. So, load up your inadequate town.
All right, load inadequate town. Wait, year. Which thing is it? They're all the same.
Why? The years go by really fast, and they're all like saved at the same time. So that's weird.
I probably just manually saved and had an autosave or something.
So, I believe that your current priority was building up some defenses because you're likely to get raid in the near future.
Yeah,
so
I forgot how much
do you remember what the deal is, where you want to build up several castle blocks and then put a tower on top of them?
Yeah, it looks like I've got a couple of those already built. And how many of those should I have, or do I need to like distribute them a little bit better?
You need to distribute them is the main thing. You need to have coverage. Right now, it's more a matter of having coverage in every area because I really don't like this about the AI. So it's good that it tries to exploit weak spots in your defenses, but there is no randomization to it at all. Wood castle block, that is actually a new thing that was not here last time I played. Apparently the game updated.
Oh, nice.
But that looks convenient for early defenses.
Yeah,
you should probably build one.
Let's build one. Let's build it right here, I guess?
Now I'm worried my knowledge may be out of date.
That's okay. It's definitely, it outstrips my knowledge, so...
I would build it as high as you can build it right now before you put the tower on top.
Oh, I think that... Oh, you mean like how... That was as high as I could afford, apparently. That's not quite the same thing as high as I'm allowed.
Yeah, because higher it is, the more range you've got. But that'll still be a useful defense. You probably want one more defense in that general area.
Just like over here, maybe?
Yeah, and remember, once your towers build, you want to disable them so you don't have everybody working as an archer.
I think that's what I did over here. I think you gave me that advice before. Yeah,
yes,
this one's
they are currently
closed. All right, so I don't have one here. So
oh, there's a fire risk indicator now.
Whoa, where?
They're doing some of the UI. When you click on a building, it tells you the risk for it getting set on fire, which is based on proximity to wells.
Oh, okay. So like, if you've got a well nearby, does that just protect it completely from fire? Or does it mean that when there's a fire, they put it out fast?
It means two things. It reduces the chance of it getting on fire in the first place, and it means that people might have a closer place to go to put fires out.
Okay, so do I want to put another well over here someplace?
In general, you want every building to have well coverage just to reduce the chances of fire, but as you don't necessarily need it right there, right now, just because those farms are right next to water.
Oh, that's true. There's water right there. Yes, not a big deal. All right, so my guys are slowly building up my stone and wood piles.
Is your food production currently positive? Hover over your food indicator there.
Food? 74
okay, so it looks like you're going up then, which is good.
Okay, cool.
Also, you built a house in between the granary and the farms for some reason.
Is that this? I think I built the granary after the house or something. I don't know. I don't know what I did.
Yeah, I mean,
I never know what I'm doing.
Not a great place, but it works. So,
this guy's
go into industry real quick. I want to remember what your next priority should be. Okay, so all of this looks the same as it normally is. How many foresters do you have, and how many quarries do you have?
I've got this guy's a forester, right? I think I got this guy, and I thought I had two.
It looks like you've only got 2 foresters. So once you get a third, that should be enough for you to start doing charcoal production.
Okay, should I build another one just like out in this same general area where the others have been?
First you should actually check and see if all of your buildings are being manned by people, because you don't want to start building stuff that you don't have the people to work.
Looks like both of my forestry buildings are.
Yeah. Check the quarries and the
quarries, yes. And second quarry, also yes. I think I've just got 2 of each.
Epic Secure, this is Kingdoms and Castles.
Oh, yeah. Hey, look, there's a chat. Welcome, Dunedane and Kirasu and Mitch. Mitch's name randomly chose the blue color that I can't read across the room, so I was lucky I was able to see it. I'm an old blind man.
And Kirasu, you are correct. Not blocking paths with buildings is important. Otherwise, people can't walk.
Can enemies walk through forests?
Yes, they can.
Okay, so I can't consider this side to be defended.
Yes. Also, castle blocks would... Eventually, you'll want to build walls. Corners do not connect to other corners. The blocks have to be adjacent to each other to form a solid wall, or the Vikings will go
wiggle between
the
them
model, but around the collision box.
Those Vikings are slippery
to get to you.
Yeah, Epic, we can see your messages. Sorry if we were slow to respond. CloudCraft was paying more attention to it than I was. So you say I should build up my industry a little bit more?
I would say build up another tower first.
Tower first? All
and
right.
also pause the one that you've got.
Oh, hello. No longer open.
Yeah. I would just go with the wood right now, because until they start bringing in ogres, unless they've added new stuff to the game to attack you, your castle blocks aren't actually really at risk.
Should I put it here?
I would actually put it closer to the farm, because the farms are really important.
So how tall should I go?
As high as it lets you go.
Okay, so that's a little higher than the other one I did. So there we go.
Yeah.
It's interesting. It's hard to figure out exactly where to put my cursor in order to build on something that stacks, because part of me wants to just put my cursor up at the top, but that's not what that actually highlights the. Well, maybe.
Yeah.
It's hard to know exactly what it's doing, and it's also really hard when you're a designer trying to figure out where it should go. Should it always be? Should you just always put your mouse over the floor tile or over the? It's just hard.
Yeah, I do think it's a bit wonky in this game, but you're right.
There's often no right answer for everybody.
So something you might want to do. Yeah. Okay, you haven't filled out your beds, but. You might want to actually delete a couple of the houses before you get more people and replace them with bigger houses.
Okay. So
because the bigger houses are more space efficient.
So I have 65 people, 76 beds, so it won't hurt me that much to lose a house.
So lose 2 houses, replace them with a bigger house, basically. Right.
Boom. You don't get to live here anymore, people. Ha 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 ha. And then this house? Cottage?
Yeah.
How do I
If you had more beds,
again?
you could...
Middle mouse.
There
we go. That looks right.
Yeah, that's good.
Should I do that a couple more times, or...?
Not all at once. You never want to have fewer beds than people, or the people get really unhappy really quickly.
Yeah, that's true in real life as well. Good going, game.
So yeah, you can actually build another forester now.
Okay, should I do it in about the same area, or should I try to go somewhere new?
Because you've got idle people. The same area will work, but you can also do a different area.
As long as
there's some trees there already.
They'll start planting trees wherever I put them, right?
Yeah. As long as the ground is fertile, I believe. I'm not sure if they plant on barren.
Yeah, it does look like there's like yellow patches in between these trees.
Actually, I think they might plant on barren, but it's not as efficient. I'm not certain.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The forester, it's a bit unclear a lot of the time how much they actually produce in a year and stuff. Remember, you do want to have a path to it.
Yeah, I was trying to think of where I should put it once I add the... I'm cutting on these trees to stick a path out here.
You probably don't want to put it there because you're probably going to want farms there later.
Okay. Over here, this side then, maybe? Or
yeah, that would work.
All right. Well, hey, maybe I'll just build a big, long road out to some spot.
Okay.
What's happening?
You have a stockpile right now.
I what?
you do have a stockpile. I was about to ask. Yeah, what is with the trees?
Why did the trees turn black? Oh, was it just a... Looks like it's just a rendering bug.
Yeah.
It changes with
rotating.
distance.
Wow. Well, that's new.
Yeah. Somebody...
A rendering bug.
Somebody at the developers probably was like, oh no, I broke everything. I feel really bad. Okay, so let's get a forester.
Dunedain is not a 4E game at all. It is a city building game where you build a city and try not to get raided, and then the end game kind of stagnates. You have a message from your advisors.
Oh, I do. My lord, 8 people visited, but only 1 found a satisfactory home and decided to stay and serve you. Our city is full. We need more homes.
I was referring to actually the exclamation point.
A what? Oh, look at that. Click on advisors. Hear their counsel. Good day, sire.
Oh, right. I forgot. They do the good day, sire thing every time that you start the game up again.
The peasants grow unhappy. Some have no access to a church or a library. It means some. They all have no access to a church or a library. Good day, sire.
If you hover over your happiness, you should actually see a penalty for not having churches or libraries.
Where does my happiness live?
It lives just below your people.
Oh, there it is. Oh, no churches or libraries. Well, should I try to build one then?
Yeah, that would be a good idea. So the difference is churches are fairly expensive and fairly big, and they cover a wide area.
Mm-hmm.
Libraries,
they both have the same effect?
Libraries, actually, they cover a smaller area, but the maximum happiness boost you can get out of them seems to be higher.
Huh.
But it takes time for them to build up.
Yeah, it looks like they need a lot less
libraries.
They need a lot less stone than the church does.
You can tithe money to churches, but it's not clear how exactly that affects their happiness bonus.
Oh, this is
because their happiness bonus can change. But
this is a big arse church.
Yeah, I would go with a library for right now. It won't cover everybody, but it will cover most people if you position it well.
Like there?
Yeah.
Seems like so. My houses are what I care about, right?
One thing you should do first, though, the library costs gold. You should check what your gold income is.
Okay, is that down here? Yearly projection.
Okay, yeah,
30.
That's fine to maintain the library.
All right, cool.
Yeah, the towers, the library, and a couple other buildings, the people that work in them need to be paid.
Selfish. Do I want another quarry? Looks like stone is like one of my bottlenecks.
You may want another quarry. You also, now that you have 3 foresters, can probably get away with a charcoal production. Okay.
Let me just slap that quarry right there.
Yeah.
And make a road to it.
Yeah. And you're blocking off both of the places you could mine that iron later.
Oh. Oh.
I would actually demolish the other one, because you probably won't need more than 1 iron mine, and it's most efficient if you can shorten the road.
Oh, okay. I do like the way this game, like, I mean, space constraints are...
Stone road is a thing now?
Oh, is that... Did I do something wrong?
But...
Oh, okay,
no,
I didn't use the stone road, right?
Oh, that seems... So that's going to be something that you're going to want to put down on your most frequently traveled areas, I guess.
Yeah, so
you have another alert from your advisors.
They're unhappy. They need I'm trying, dude. Give me a break.
I wouldn't worry about too much. Your happiness is fine right now.
All right. So you said charcoal, right? Oh, I need to build this defense too here.
Yeah, charcoal is a very good thing to have.
Yeah, it was weird when Brian and I were doing research for State of Decay 2, trying to figure out what technology type stuff we'd need to think about. Charcoal was like the fundamental thing, and learning to make charcoal was like #1, and everything else in chemistry grew up from charcoal.
Yep.
Oh, Dunedain's headed out. See you later, Dunedain.
But similarly, charcoal is a bottleneck to several other more advanced things in this game. You may want to increase the simulation speed a bit to increase the chances that you'll
have something bad
actually
happen.
Get invaded.
That sounds good. Okay, so I was gonna.
Yeah, Once you start making charcoal, you need to produce enough that the houses don't just use it all up, because for some reason they want charcoal for their fires instead of wood.
So do I want it near the charcoal making thing, near the wood things? You
want it near wherever you're storing wood.
Where the crap am I storing wood?
There is a stockpile right next to one of your foresters.
This guy? All right.
Yep. That stockpile is getting pretty full, so it's good that you're going to be putting a charcoal thing down.
Yeah, I'll try to put one like right next to it. Actually, you know what? Yeah. Let me chop all this crap down and I'll connect these roads.
That's a good idea.
Go away, trees. We don't need trees. I'm anti-tree today, I guess. I don't know. I take the hard political stances. I'm brave that way.
I would love if they just implemented functionality where you can lay down buildings and it'll just destroy the thing that
the trees automatically. Yeah, especially if you got a forester nearby and he plants a tree where you just tried to chop one down.
Yeah.
Super annoying. So I do love the way that this game is just all about space constraints. It's all about kind of geometrically figuring out how you're going to get all the places you want near all the things they ought to be near.
Yep.
That's kind of, it feels like the attraction of this game to me is that interesting puzzle to solve.
That is what I wanted you to see in this game. Basically, how
this care? Where
it really doesn't matter.
Here we go. So should I have multiples of these, or?
Not yet, because what you should do is you should make sure that your wood income is still positive after you start making charcoal before you build another one.
That makes sense.
And usually with 3 foresters, between the charcoal production and the buildings, I can't support 2.
Oh, gotcha.
So your population has maxed out for your houses, but you still have 11 idle people, so you can get away with that.
Okay, so should I build more farms or anything like that since I got these people?
What does your food production look like? Is it still positive?
It still says 45 total change last year.
You're not gaining a ton every year, but you're gaining enough.
Okay. So
you will have to look ahead to figure out where you're going to want more farms in the future.
Oh.
And you probably will want to, in the near future, relocate some of the farms that aren't bio-windmill to be bio-windmill.
So I've got, so I could add some more farms right here on the other side of this windmill if I wanted to, right?
Yeah, that would probably be the first place you want to add new stuff.
Maybe I'll just do that. Food farm.
Wait, aqueduct is a thing? Go back to the food tab.
Aqueduct? Oh, yeah.
Aqueduct Noria? I don't even know what that is. And a reservoir? There are new mechanics here that I don't know what they do.
Stores water provides irrigation, must be connected to aqueducts in Noria to work. What the heck is a Noria?
Oh, irrigation is a thing now.
Maybe a Noria is a thing that's on a map that wasn't generated with my map because it's a new feature.
Wait, hover the mouse over the Noria thing again, and what does it say?
This? Oh, this.
The aqueduct.
Oh, I need gold to make it.
So it's a pump. It's a primitive pump.
Oh, so maybe I put it next to water or something like that?
I'm guessing, but it costs months.
We grow more food than we can store. Rats eat the excess. We need more granaries. Okay, more granaries. They're unhappy. They need church or libraries. You jerk. Got a library. What do you want from me, people?
The reason he's saying that is because there's one house that is not covered by the library.
Okay.
And you'll still get that happiness penalty because there's one. Also, you don't have a town square, I think.
You're right. I think I don't.
And as I mentioned before, town square, every house in range will get a happiness bonus. I would not bother putting a granary there. If you are going to put it anywhere, I would put it more like centralized to where you'll be building farms later.
Which is kind of over here.
You want granaries near your farms, but if you put one there, it's really not a good spot for it.
Yeah, so I mean, there's a great fertile spot over here. So maybe if I put it like here, it'll be close to these existing farms, but also be close to future farms.
Unfortunately, that won't be close enough to the existing farms to matter.
Oh.
Honestly, I would eventually just relocate all your farming away from the ones that are on the coast there, because they're not producing that much and they're not by a windmill.
Okay, so
And
is putting it here still okay because there's all this fertile stuff nearby?
I would wait until you actually have farms there.
Okay. So should I just not worry about a granary then?
I don't think you need to.
So this guy...
But yeah.
This guy should have some neighbors and maybe a library near him.
Or alternatively, you could build a house in another place and just knock that one down so you can put farming stuff there.
That's true. I guess it is pretty fertile.
Yeah, so find another place you want to build houses and build there. Or maybe even just build more next to the ones you already have.
Yeah, I was thinking, like, I could build one back here.
Yep.
Hopefully that counts as being on a road.
I'm not certain.
We'll find out.
If it doesn't, what you could do is replace those 3 townhouses with a manor and 1 townhouse.
That's true. Once that's built and I have more beds than I need, I might start swapping out the smaller ones for bigger ones. And then just get rid of this one altogether.
So I suspect that you're going to actually need more... Oh, look, people are getting plague. You need a hospital before everybody dies.
Town? Hospital? It looks like I can afford it. So, does it matter where I put it?
I would put that near the castle in a very secure spot because you don't want it to die, but it doesn't really matter where it is.
Okay, so I'll stick it there then, and we can put another tower near it if we need to.
Indeed. Yeah, basically the way the hospital works is the people who work at it will just go out whenever there's a plague and start curing people.
Oh, that's nice of them. Donating their time.
Kirasu,
oh, wait, no, I'm paying them, aren't I?
It's kind of a lot of micromanaging little things, but it's actually, like, relatively simple. Like, it's only the things that you would want to manage in the first place.
Oh, he's suggesting I could improve my paths to the granary.
It basically just means there's some people who aren't getting all of the food they're producing into storage. I'm guessing it's the guys on those farms on the lower left right now who have to walk a little ways to get to the castle to store it.
That makes sense. All right, so cranking the speed a little higher. Okay, I've got more beds than I need.
I play a lot of this game on high speed.
I've got more beds than I need, so let's demolish some more houses and replace them. And
you could even get a manor up there in place of all of them if you wanted.
I guess that's true. Let's do that.
You can afford to lose 10 more houses.
Oh, wait. Oh, my beds are low. Beds are low.
I'm derp. So what I would do is start building the manor, but then build a couple little shacks as well to cover for the...
Offset that, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, you are going to want to actually get rid of that townhouse up by the farms at some point when you have the extra capacity to do so.
Okay. So, yeah, we'll do that in a minute. Guess I'll just put a couple little houses right there for now. Hovel. I like the word hovel. We've got homeless folks. Sad.
Once the manor completes, actually, I think you'll have enough that you can get rid of that townhouse. Cool. Also, you don't currently have anybody idle, so it's a good thing we're getting a bit more spots for people.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
So, yeah,
build your houses. Yes, we got people covered.
Not positive. You might actually be able to get away with one more charcoal producer.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm building up a lot. 14 was used by the charcoal makers. I got 80 wood from the foresters. So yeah, let's build another one. No reason to build it.
Does wood and stone now actually show how much you get per year?
I think it says something about like last year or something.
Yeah. By the way, when you are actually replacing buildings and trying to chop trees to build on them, you often need to slow it down so your people don't screw you over.
So just screw me over?
Yeah, by rebuilding or replanting
or
populating before you can compensate.
That makes sense. I mean, it doesn't make sense for people to do that in real life, but it makes sense that would be a problem in a video game.
Yes.
I want to build them right next to each other. Come on, cut these trees. Little jerks.
This is a problem with not having enough idle people.
Oh, right. Yeah. Oh, they all got the plague.
But now your plague doctors are going out.
Oh, look,
and
you're making them
unlike
happy.
real-life plague doctors, they're actually curing people.
Yeah. Do they wear little pointy masks? I hope they wear little pointy masks.
I believe they do. If you zoom in on them, I think they do.
That's adorable. Okay, so we got a man. Oh, bed's 105. We're doing good. So let's take this guy down. So it's ready. We're ready for farms over here.
Yeah. So now everything I think should be covered by the library. You've got another alert from your advisors.
Oh man, all the time, just constantly. Some quarries have no place to store their stone. Oh, we need more stockpiles. Do we need more stockpiles?
You probably need more stockpiles. Although another thing you can do is start building up things that need stone to use up some of the stone.
Oh, that's true.
As a temporary solution, because a big stockpile needs 10 people to run it.
Oh, wow. Okay. So, build iron. Should I mine iron?
I would not start mine iron just yet.
Okay. What should I build?
I would.
A church.
You could build up castle walls. The Great Hall, as far as I know, does nothing.
Oh, okay, great. Ooh, a gate. Okay, so where do I want walls? I mean, just around the entire thing?
Yeah, eventually you want walls around the entire thing. But you can also build more stone towers that will then become part of your walls.
So like these stuff that's on the coast. I mean, is this stuff screwed?
What?
Like
Sorry?
The stuff that's on the coast, is it just like, I mean, I can't put a wall in front of it, right? Like, should I put a wall just cuts it off? No, but you could
wall around it and limit how many boats could land there. Also, there is a pier that you can build that will... It's expensive, but it lets you build out on the water. However, note that there's an archer tower you haven't paused.
Oh, look at... Oh, yeah, it just got built. There we go.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what I usually do with my coastal farms is I'll build a gate just outside the farm so that the Vikings might get to the farms, but they won't get to much else.
That makes sense. Okay, so let's learn about gates here. Do I put it on top of a road?
Yeah, you can put in a road when the gate's already there, but it's a bit finicky. Okay. And also, because the gate counts as, I think, a 4-high wall, it lets you build up the walls around it higher than you can right now.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Basically, walls can't be built any more than I think 3 taller than an adjacent wall.
Oh, okay. So can I, if something already has an archer tower on top, can I still make it taller?
You have to get rid of the archer tower first.
Oh, that's sad. All right, so we're slowly building up.
I'm actually really surprised you... Oh, we're only year 27. That's probably why we haven't gotten attacked.
Yeah, I keep forgetting to leave the speed up so that we can see more.
Yeah, I would not build all of those walls at once because every single one is going to recruit new builders.
Oh, okay. So I should just sort of like build one here and one there and then...
Yeah, you should also see what your advisors want to tell you.
What's going on now, jerks? Took too long to store our harvest. Okay, so they want more granaries. And our force is so much more stockpiles. So I've got 14 idle people when we're not building. So... Should I build a larger stockpile somewhere?
Alternatively, you could build a small stockpile near your new quarry.
All right.
Yeah, you actually, or you could also pause one of your quarries because you seem to be quarrying more than you need. Yeah, if you build a stockpile there, you can't build a mine there.
Oh, that's right. Maybe here then?
Yeah, that would work. Or actually, if you built it further back, you could build a granary there, but that works.
Okay. Put a granary there. But I like your idea of... Whoa, a fire!
Dan, this is one of my games that I want to like a lot more than I do because the end game gets really boring, but there's some very interesting dynamics and mechanics here, and they are still developing it.
All right, so...
there's fire where?
I just realized it's the charcoal things. I was looking at it like, oh no, fire! But then it's, on purpose.
What's great is when the charcoal things catch on fire because you don't notice.
You can't tell.
Is everything covered by a well? Because I would at this point
I don't think there is. No, I think I need a well up here.
Cover the stuff that's not covered.
Yeah, I think I do need a well up here.
Yeah. Just, even though the well's not actually going to help them put fires out near there, it will, I would put it on the other side. Because if you put it on that side, then it's harder to put big buildings there.
Okay, so stick it over here. But I think the church and the quarry are also not covered, so I could.
Especially the big buildings you want to have covered by wells.
So maybe like this guy.
Keep in mind where you're going to be putting farms later, and position it to cover those future farms too.
So maybe.
Yeah, that's perfect.
All right.
That covers exactly where you're going to want to cover.
All right. So, working on building my great wall over here.
I would not build up the castle blocks right now unless you're trying to make them into towers.
Okay.
Like, I would build the towers as high as you can go, but if you're just trying to build a wall, I wouldn't actually ever build more than 3 or 4 blocks, but don't build them up right now because it'll use a lot of stone and a lot of time.
Okay. So, clearly I don't know what I'm doing.
Clearly.
It's interesting how the little, like, when I've got a partially built thing, it looks all strange. I'm betting if I get things built up as high as the gate and the tower's a little higher, it'll look more like a normal castle.
Yeah, I usually build... one of my typical defensive things when I'm starting out is I build the gate and then I build the towers as high as the gate allows the towers to get built.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because that actually saves quite a bit of stone and time because the gate does not actually cost as much as...
I'm so happy right now.
Yay! That won't last. So notice now you're actually starting to build up a stock of charcoal. So now you can actually build something that requires charcoal to work and have it work. The houses all consume charcoal to give them a bit of happiness. Mm-hmm. So you need to get to that point that you're actually making more than they're using before you can make it work.
Gotcha.
Oh,
can I build piers and then build walls on top of piers, make seawalls?
You can. I would not do it right now. Those are really expensive.
Okay. You were starting to say something.
I would actually grab a town square because it costs you nothing and it gives happiness to all houses in range.
I see the range now.
Yeah. I believe I actually recommended before that you put a town square like around where those farms are because people can walk over the town square.
Okay, so like right here might be good? Yeah. It's kind of perfectly laid out for it?
Yeah. Just keep in mind the town square doesn't increase speed like roads do.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Maybe we should raise taxes in the treasure room. Should we raise taxes?
You can if, happiness is still pretty high, so you can get away with that. Unless they've changed it, you can go up to +3.
Okay.
Or 3 per.
The peasants would enjoy a tavern.
Don't waste your time on a tavern. It consumes food for a very small happiness boost, which covers a fairly small area.
Gotcha.
It's not worth it.
Okay, so what should I build now? I've got some idle people.
Now go to industry. So, actually, there's 2 different things you could do with your charcoal now. One is you could work towards getting a blacksmith going, which can produce tools.
Does that mean an iron mine is necessary first?
Yes. Or you could do a bakery, which basically uses charcoal to turn bread into several times more bread, but there's a limit to how much it'll do each year.
It sounds like I'm overdoing it on food as it is, or like no, I just don't have room in my granaries. Is my problem.
You're definitely not overdoing it on food.
I should build another granary since they're complaining.
Yeah, I would build another granary and then relocate the farms that are on the lower left there to the area you're around right now.
So, do I need to worry about getting like a road out here, or could I just fill this with farms, solid farms?
Basically, you could just fill that with farms, although you probably want a road near the ones that are going to be on the edge, just so that they can get there in time. Or you could also do orchards there. That's a good layout for orchards.
Because it's got little 2x2 spots?
Yeah.
All right, well, let's do that. So, oh, wait. Oh, it can't. Oh, it's too far away from roads, of course. Well,
yeah, exactly.
Well,
so you may want to get rid of that one orchard down there once you start building new ones and build roads along the back.
Gotcha. Okay, I can see that.
You should probably just pause one of your quarries because you have 300 plus stone now.
All right. You pause. Boink. All right. So food, orchard. So like here, and then or do I want to
space for another orchard? So
I could put
orchard. You don't have space. Never mind.
I don't have any space for.
So
anything.
Yeah, just there would be fine.
Let's just do this.
You can always...
This doesn't have to be perfect.
Yeah, you have food storage, so you can usually get away with killing some food building and just rebuilding after doing that.
It is interesting trying to, like, you know, like the perfect food area would be a barren track running right through the middle of a bunch of fertile terrain. Because I never want to use the fertile terrain for my roads.
Well, I guess with the irrigation, you could theoretically do that now.
So let's see here.
Hopefully this update actually has new stuff to attack you.
Yeah, so I can't put the orchard on Baird. So I could put an orchard right there, since I've got another road going down this way.
Yeah, you probably don't need more than 2.
All right. Then should I kill some other things? Because I've...
yeah, I would kill those farms there along the coast, probably, and then you can reuse the real estate for something new.
Let's kill a couple for now. Got 10 idle people.
So yeah, you probably don't need a bakery, because they tend to be more about space efficiency than resource efficiency.
Oh, okay.
But they're really good if you're working on like a small island and you need more food.
Okay, well, shut up about his tavern.
So you probably want to work towards a blacksmith, and ideally
that means iron mine.
Yeah, ideally you'll want to have the blacksmith near where the iron's getting stored.
That makes sense. So the iron's gonna be getting stored right here, so I should probably put the blacksmith whenever I get some iron.
I would actually, in the future, move the granary to where that stockpile is and put a big stockpile.
Where the well is?
Oh, right, the well is there.
I could move the well a little bit.
Offset the road and then put a big stockpile in. Because the big stockpile is really useful.
I can see that, yeah. And I've got good number of idle people.
You'll want your blacksmiths right next to where your iron mines are. In general, anything that is taking a resource and refining it into other resources, you want the stockpile that those resources are stored at right next to that building.
Okay, gotcha. Good to know. I think I'm going to inevitably make some less than optimal choices here. But, yeah. So I was thinking of putting a windmill right there and surrounding with farms, but also having an orchard here.
That's a good idea later. I wouldn't do it right now. You don't need to.
Oh, it does. So it does look like my food is only +9 per year now instead of plus a double-digit number. So I'm getting nervous.
That is changed last year. Keep in mind. So if there were issues last year, that could be why.
Right.
But if
you
do notice the food consistently going down, then definitely build more farms or make sure that all the farms are getting their food stored.
I do wish there, like, if there's going to be conflict in this game with, like, enemies, I do wish it would happen, like, sooner. Like I don't want to get destroyed early, but having like some like minor attackers show up just to sort of get me used to the idea would be kind of nice.
That usually happens. I'm not sure why you haven't actually had.
We had a dragon sighting last time, but
actually try something. Get your population over 100. I think that might be a milestone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's do that. Maybe trying to think of the best place to stick them.
I would say where those two little shacks are good
trees,
places.
Trees.
But I would put bigger houses in right away.
Yeah. So many trees.
I do like the dynamic where the hovels are actually the most resource efficient to build, but they're the least efficient for actually housing people.
Okay, come on. Get down there. Let's put that one there. Then I'll need a road to support more. Doop, padoop, padoop. 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 Then chop that. Town.
Oh, you have a lot of charcoal built up now.
Oh, stop planting trees. There we go. That guy. And then I was just
I would wait on building more because you don't want to have more people than you can feed.
Oh, that's true. What else is going on here? Yeah.
This is one of my issues is after a little while, the advisor's advice gets to the point where every so often they say something
fire.
you want to hear. Oh, yeah, things are on fire, by the way.
Okay, they have water, though.
Yeah.
We're pouring water on there.
Every so often, they'll say something you want to hear, but a lot of the time it's like, yes, I already know that. Thank you for telling me every single year.
Yeah, that's a problem.
So
like, we've been working on...
The problem here is that your houses aren't in range of a well.
Oh, they just got too far out of range, so I need to...
So now they've burnt down. You need to destroy that rubble and then rebuild.
All right, well, let's get a well out here, or out here, and then demolish. I got exactly 100 beds, though. That's good. Congratulations, I got a burgeoning town. We're burgeoning.
So hopefully you'll get invaded now.
Yes, hopefully. That's what we're all hoping for.
Oh, jeez, we're running out of time. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Because without the invasions, I can't show you all of the stuff that the game does.
Oh, we're just going to keep doing more and more sessions of this. Mansion. Why not? Or whatever that thing's called. Manor.
Horribly inefficient placement.
Oh, yeah. No, this is the worst. But whatever. Not going to worry about it. We're getting towards the end.
I do wish... Well, this speed is usually the fastest you want to run at. It would be nice if you had the option of a higher speed.
Yeah, just going nuts. Yeah.
Although it's possible that their simulation just can't handle a higher speed.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, somebody attack me. Somebody murder my people. Come on.
Yeah, so
I'm in the middle. Oh, sorry.
The way the Vikings work is they show up in ships, and each ship either carries a Viking army with a leader in it, and basically the little guys will get killed off, and then the leader will get killed off. But the ship lands, and it's a 2-block wide ship, and it needs to pull up to a 2-block wide section of shore.
Oh, so you have a sense of where it might and not go. Like it's not going to show up right here. But...
It offloads its Vikings, and then when they go into town, they do two things. They set buildings on fire, and they kidnap people.
Oh.
And
sweet guys.
And then they try to retreat to their ship, and if you kill them all, the ship sinks.
I should say, so Mr. Sour Fapple showed up. And, dragon sighted. And he asked me how I am. I'm doing great, by the way. So thank you for asking and for calling me a gorgeous bastard. Whoa, what's happening?
Pause. Okay.
Should I turn on my archer towers?
Turn on all of your archer towers. Turn off your stockpiles so that the people manning the stockpiles will go and man the archer towers instead.
Okay.
The moment you get invasion, you want to pause so you can turn things off and on.
Okay, so
actually, you have enough idle people that actually no, that's not enough to man at all. So I would also turn off quarries and mines as well.
All right.
I kind of have an order I like to do things in because it will be the least disruptive to business. So I start with the stockpiles generally, and then I go for the quarries and the mines.
All right. Does that look like enough people?
That should be enough people for them to go man the towers.
All right.
So now you can unpause, but I would set it to normal speed.
All right. And by the way, Dan31 just said that he picked up Mario Rabbids thing. And how are you liking that game, Dan31? Because I'm on the final boss right now, and the game keeps crashing, and it's driving me completely crazy that I can't win it. So,
wow.
Yeah, it's super annoying. I need to try to maybe just go in with different people and make some different moves and just see if that makes a difference. So what's the dragon doing? Is he just sort of looking at the stuff?
He flies around, and eventually he decides to burn something like that.
Oh, hello. Don't burn my fields.
It seems like if you're shooting him enough, he won't actually start burning anything. So if you have enough coverage of archer towers... Oh, right. That's the thing I forgot, is you should probably get a ballista or two up, because those are... big, long
right
range,
now or eventually?
Single shot hard. Not right now. You don't. Now it won't do you any good. But for the future, having one of your highest towers be a ballista tower is a good idea.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I saw you know, how well that worked in Game of Thrones.
So I think you have driven off the dragon now, which should give you a happiness bonus unless the dragon decided to leave on its own. But if you kill the dragon, you get an even bigger bonus.
All right.
So your advisor should tell you if you drove it off or if it just attacked and decided to leave.
Let's see here. Oh, it's probably the military. Haha, that dragon will think twice before heading this way again.
Yeah. So you should have a happiness boost now.
Yes, +10. Drove the dragon away. Yay!
And you get a bigger bonus if you kill it, but if you kill it, it can fall on your buildings and kill them.
Awesome. But then does it not come back for a long time?
What?
Then does it not come back? Or does it not come back for a long time or something?
It'll come back. It'll come back.
There are many
You should also check that farm is still alive. The one it burnt.
Oh, right. Yeah, it looks like it's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, so Dan31, I don't really know what the cause of the crash I was having with Mario and Rabbids was. So it could just be some weird thing about the specific configuration of my team or something. So I'm going to try it out and see.
So you should pause all of the towers again.
Oh, right, and unpause all the stuff.
I usually keep a few key defensive towers manned, because that way the people on them will become master archers and be better.
Oh, okay. So I'll leave that central one up, but
okay.
Close the rest. And then turn on...
Yeah, turn on the quarries and the farms and the mine. And now that you're building up iron, you should be able to do a blacksmith. The blacksmith will use up the iron faster than one iron mine can make it, but it's still useful to have.
All right, well, yeah, I'll kick that off.
And then... The unfortunate thing here is your charcoal production isn't anywhere near your iron production, so... It's going to be less efficient than it could be.
All right. Well, I'll stick it here for now. And then, yeah, it looks like we have run out of time. I'm glad the dragon did attack us right before we ran out of time, because that was good.
Yeah, the Vikings are a bit more interesting. But,
yeah, I can imagine. But maybe we'll do this again sometime in the future.
Maybe. It's not a priority.
Yeah. So, okay. Well, thanks for guesting here and sort of showing us this game. I mean, this game is really interesting, and I'm glad that, you know, I probably would have had a lot of trouble figuring it out on my own, so I appreciate the help, CloudCraft.
Welcome.
So I guess we will end the stream. So thanks everybody else for being here, and yeah, Mr. Sourfapple, death via dragon corpse would be the words. Like you've managed to survive the entire dragon attack, and then its dead body lands on your face. That would probably be the worst way to go.
It's great when it lands on top of like your armory or your war ministry or whatever it's called, which are like things that allow you to unlock other buildings. It's great when it destroys that.
Does it relock all the buildings once that thing's gone?
The buildings will still operate at least Well, actually, no. If they required gold and it killed your treasury, then no, they won't work.
Wow. Well, anyway, okay, we're gonna head out. But thanks for being here, everybody, and time to kill the stream.